Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I'm super duper excited, guys. We are hanging out with author Cynthia Toliver on today. And, guys, this is her third novel, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Cynthia?
That is
It is
correct.
called Nana's Baby. It is a contemporary fiction, and she is hanging out with us on today. And she just might spill a little bit of tea as well. Of course, you guys know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe and hang out with us and author Cynthia Toliver on today. Now, Cynthia, I am getting ready to turn it over to you, my friend, to introduce yourself to the people.
All right. Well, I'm Cynthia Toliver. I believe I started writing my first novel in 2005, but writing is something that I've always wanted to do, even as a child. I loved books. My godmother was a librarian. One of my favorite people in elementary school was a librarian. So I've always loved libraries and librarians and books. And so it was always my goal to write. And I finally realized that. In fact, I actually quit my job for a year and worked on my first novel. I just realized that there was something else I wanted to do with my life. And I ended up changing careers from engineering to teaching because I also love kids.
Wow.
So I ended up teaching being an engineer for 20 years and teaching for 20 years.
Wow. Wow. And thank you so much for sharing that with us, Cynthia. Please know that you have some other individuals that are in the audience that we love the library as well. For myself, when I was in elementary school, when they had like the special electives and stuff like that. Okay, one of my favorites was definitely Library Day. And I love going to the library and checking out all these books and all that good stuff as well. So we are here with you for that. So thank you so much for sharing. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are hanging out with author Cynthia Toliver. Her latest release, hot off the press, Nana's Baby. And let me just tell you, Cynthia, oh my goodness, this read is edge of your seat, all of that good stuff as well. You have Helen Gibson. She said, wow, that is so interesting. Such a nice career change. I love that. I love that as well. Well, guys, we are getting ready to get into it. And of course, we will be sharing with you in just a little bit how you can get your hands on a copy of Nana's Baby. And not only that, you guys already know Cynthia Toliver will be sharing a short snippet from Nana's Baby as well. Now, Cynthia, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I love a cover. I love a title, all of that good stuff. Tell us about this cover. And guys, once you read it, you would definitely understand. You kind of got like the university in the background. You have the little cute little girl that's down there as well. All of that good stuff. But tell us about this cover.
Well, the cover, I love the cover, and the artist who worked with me on the cover actually had worked with me previously on another book. And so he remembered that. Very easy to work with. Sometimes I don't really have a concept because that's not my strength. It's not art. It's not visual. It's words.
Right.
And I kind of give him like a little synopsis, and he came up with some ideas, and then I sent out some feedback and made some changes from there, just on like the Chandra and the lyric and the university in the background, and he just did an awesome job. I love the way that he takes feedback and criticism, and then he makes it work. So.
Right. Now, for you, Cynthia, for this particular cover, was the manuscript finished and then you came up with the cover, or you kind of had the cover design first? Tell us about that.
Was finished, yes.
Okay, guys, as you can see, that is the cover of Nana's Baby as well. And then speaking of Nana's Baby, spill a little tea for us, Cynthia. Was Nana's Baby your original working title, or did the title evolve as you was working through the manuscript?
This was the original title.
Oh, okay. And
I've had a couple of books that actually started with the title, and the
Okay.
story grew around the title.
Oh,
And I worked
wow.
on this book for a long time. I actually started this book probably in the early 2000s.
Wow.
And I had
Okay.
read it, and it was sitting on the shelf because I knew it wasn't quite where I wanted it to be.
Uh-huh.
And I sent it out to a beta reader, and they're, they had some feedback and some questions that helped me. And I think there were some things that I was avoiding doing. I knew I needed to do them, and that kind of helped me to just, finish the book. But it had been sitting there because I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I'm not going to put it out until I feel like it's right.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us as well. And guys, if you are hanging out with us on today, we are hanging out with Cynthia Toliver. This is her latest release. It's called Nana's Baby. It is a contemporary fiction story as well. Now, I want to ask you a little bit, Cynthia. This is your latest novel that has came out, but for you, for individuals that may be new to your writing or what have you, and I know some of your other books, I want to say two of them are historical fiction,
That's correct.
as what have you, but how would you describe your writing style, or do you have a writing tagline?
My writing style, I tend to try to want to do. I want people to be able to relate to my characters. So even though
Uh-huh.
I'm writing fiction, I want it to feel real.
Okay.
And
Okay.
my characters are flawed because as humans, we're all flawed. None of us are perfect. And
Right.
so I want that to come through in my writing. I want people to feel like this is someone I know.
Yeah. Yeah. and and that I know with reading the story or what have you, the characters are real and they are relatable, things that people can relate to, or what have you, real life circumstances. And I know it was one thing that I wrote down about your writing that I saw that you had posted on your website, but you said that your writing or your stories are thought provoking fiction, powered by engaging characters with great stories. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. So I really do want people to think. When I read a book, I want to think and I want to feel. And
Okay.
so when people read one of my books, I try not to be judgmental. I want the
Okay.
reader to make their own judgments, to
Okay.
draw their own
Okay.
conclusions, to see how does this story relate to you. It may make you think about something in your life, choices
Okay.
that you made, actions that you did.
Wow. Wow. And guys, if you're just joining us, we're hanging out with Cynthia Toliver on today, guys, and Nana's Baby. It is hot off the press. We will definitely be sharing with you how you can get a copy of this book. Cynthia will also be reading a short snippet from this story as well. Now, I want to ask you this, Cynthia. And of course, guys, if you have a question or two for Cynthia, put it in the comment section. Y'all know that we like to be engaging here at the cafe, as well. But Cynthia, can you share with us, for those who may be new to your writing, new to this book, can you share with us what inspired Nana's Baby?
Nana's Baby, the setting, I graduated from Rice University. So
Okay.
the setting is Rice University. And then if you're familiar with Houston Third Ward, that's the two primary settings of the book. So I drew a lot from my own experiences at Rice, even though they were a long time ago. So I had to kind
Okay.
of update it. And then in the past 10, 15 years, things have gone, changed tremendously. Like I'm gonna stop it. It was like in 2005, so that's that's kind of like the time setting for the book. And I I'm not really sure when I came up with the idea of Chandra. She's a student and she's also a single parent, but
Mhm.
no one knows that she has a child. She's living
Right.
life like a college student, like everybody else, because her grandmother's taken up the slack.
Right.
And
Right.
now grandmother's very ill, and Chandra realizes that she's going to have to be mom now. And so
Yeah.
that's where the story begins.
Wow. And one of the things, guys, this is right at the cover, it's on the cover. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to allow Cynthia to take over a little bit just to kind of sum up what the book is about. Now she just spilled a little tea because she did tell you that Chandra is a college student with a baby that no one but like her family knows about. So no one at school, well, her roommate does, her roommate does, but outside of that, nobody knows. So it's almost like she's living a double life, if that makes sense, that Nana has allowed her to be able to do because she's taking care of her child. So it says a career in her future, a child in her past. Chandra Howard is back where she started, the last place she wanted to be. So Cynthia, I'm going to allow you to take it from there. If you can kind of just, if someone was maybe reading the back blurb and they was like, man, should I pick up this book? Can you just give us a little snippet of what this story is about?
The story is basically about Chandra coming to terms not only with the fact that she has to be a mother now, but there's a lot of baggage in her background. Mm-hmm. There's a reason Nana's taking care of the baby because Nana also took care of Chandra and her siblings.
Yes.
Step in for mom and dad, and so Chandra's carrying that baggage. She's carrying around the baggage of growing up poor. So she's motivated by, she wants to have money.
Yes.
She wants to have a career and money, and she doesn't want to have to be poor, or she doesn't want to go back to the ward. She, and now she has to go back to that life and that home. And she was provided with a lot of love and guidance in that home, but she has some growing up to do.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you said that. Yeah, she definitely has some growing up to do. And sometimes it was almost like she had to and guys, the portion about Nana is not like a spoiler or what have you. So I know we keep saying that Nana passes away. And as you can see, Chandra has to grow up and she has to become, I'm going to say it this way, Cynthia, she has to become unselfish. Because there was even some moments where in her mind, she was like, oh, that's selfish of me to even be thinking, those certain things or what have you. But guys, if you're just joining us, we're hanging out with Cynthia Toliver, guys. This is her latest release. It's a contemporary fiction, Nana's Baby. And we will be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy, as well as coming up soon, Cynthia will be sharing a short snippet with us. And she just shared with us just a little bit about what this book is about. And I wanted to share this with you, Cynthia. I don't know if you saw it, but author Sharon Blunt says she went to read the synopsis on Amazon and loved it. One click. I love that. Antoinette Gates said
shares a last name
like a good book as well.
And nieces and nephew.
Yes. Now, Cynthia, I want you to spill a little bit of tea for us, my friend. Okay, so in Nana's Baby, when you was writing this story, and I know that you shared with us that you actually started writing it in the early 2000s. So we're so excited that you picked it back up and that you finished it. But once you picked it back up, and even when you started from the beginning in writing it, what came first for Cynthia? Was it those characters? And guys, let me just tell you, we got some real life characters in here as well. But was it the characters or was it the plot?
It really is, for me, I would say it's always the characters. I usually start out by outlining the characters and like who they are and what their background is. So I get a sense of their personality. And one of the things I really love about Nana's Baby is the dynamic between Chandra and Cheryl.
Yes, the sisters. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Like the selfishness in Chandra, but you also see the vulnerability. Cheryl's a baddie, but she's vulnerable. And she's like, what about me? She steps up, but there's some what about me in Cheryl. So
yes.
I really did love that dynamic, and probably Cheryl and her husband are probably my favorites.
Wow, look, and we're going to be talking about these characters in a little bit too. So I'm glad that you shared that with us. Speaking of Cheryl and speaking of her husband Eddie, as well. But knowing that the characters came first, like I said, we're getting ready to talk about these characters. Is there a character for you that was the most interesting or slightly fun on the other end for you to write? And then on the flip side, is there a character that was a little more complex that at moments gave Cynthia Toliver pause? Like, okay, wait a minute, let me sit with this characters and these thoughts right now. So like a two-part question for you.
Okay. I think Cheryl and Eddie were the most fun for me to write.
Okay.
I write a lot of dialogue. And
Yeah.
so their dialogue and their relationship to each other, that was a lot of fun. And I usually need someone to provide a little comic relief.
Okay.
So Eddie does that quite a bit. Probably maybe the most challenging, and I don't know how well I did, was Lyric, because she's just 4 years old. Yes. But she's very important to the story.
So. She was. Oh, Lyric. Yes, Lyric was just so precious. They pull at your heartstring, and you know all of this. Even with what she calls Chandra, you know that's a whole moment in itself. You know, and again, that comes from being raised by Nana, which is really her grandma. And at that time, all of Chandra's nieces and nephews called her. Now, do you pronounce it Chani? Her nickname?
Chani. Yeah.
Chani. Okay. No. How do you pronounce? Because as readers, we'll pronounce it how it sounds to us. So, how do you pronounce her nickname?
I think I was pronouncing it like her name is Chandra, so Chani.
Okay, I just want to. That's how I was pronouncing it, but I didn't want to say it wrong if you was pronouncing it a different way. But even just like her cousins. It was Chani. It was Chani to her, versus mommy. And there's even a moment, like, so we won't spill too much tea, but there's even a moment where her sister's like, girl, when you have her to starting to call you mama, instead of Chani, or what have you. But guys, if you're just joining us, we are hanging out with Cynthia Toliver on today, guys. This is her latest release. It is called Nana's Baby. And we're going to talk about the characters a little bit. And like I said, Cynthia will be sharing just a little snippet, but we talked a little bit about Chandra. We talked a little bit about her sister Cheryl and her husband Eddie, or what have you, and little Lyric. Oh my goodness. And I love even the side characters of her sister Cheryl's children, because her sister Cheryl, guys, has 4 children, or what have you. But there are some moments that I want to talk about as well. But before we do that, let's talk about James's character a little bit. If you had to describe James in 3 words or more, what would you say about good old James? And look, you see my face, like good old James.
Can I describe James in 3 words? Well, he's handsome and athletic, but he also knows what he wants. I can't say it in 3 words. And he knows he wants Chandra.
Yes, he does.
He's young, but he knows what he wants.
Sometimes with James, though, I was side-eyeing him a little bit. I'm like, okay, James, look. Now I'm gonna need you to look, because some of his behavior was a little suspect. It was just like, okay.
I'm gonna tell you, it's hilarious because my son read the book, and he was like you with James. He's like, Chandra needs another boyfriend. There were things that his reaction. I said, I probably should have used him as a beta reader.
Because it's like you be rooting for James, and then he'll do like, something. Really, James? He's like, I'm rooting for you, but James, come on, help a sister out with you. So that's good that your son was kind of like me, like, Mom, like James is, guys, if you're just joining us, James is a character in here. Like I said, you'll be kind of, you'll be rooting for him 1 minute, and the next minute you be like, James, look, okay, it's only so much. I'm trying to help.
He is 20 or 21 years old in college, so
true. That's true too.
That says a lot right there.
Right. That is true too. Oh my goodness. And one of the things about the book, Cynthia, that it also lets you know that sometimes sometimes in life, there are consequences. And with those
Yes,
consequences, they may cause you to have to grow up real fast, you know,
that is true.
and to have a different college experience. Let's just say it that way. And that was one of the things about Chandra that at moments she began to see that like, okay, you know, it's different now. Nana's no longer here. I can't just be fancy free, you know, in college. I got
Right.
to make some changes because I have a little lyric to think about now too. So, but guys, if you're just joining us, we have LaShawn Hawks that is just joining us. Thank you so much for joining us on today. We have Paulette that is joining us on today. Thank you so much for joining us. And there is a question from Antoinette, which is a great question. She said, does each of your books center around the South or Texas?
They actually do. And I read a comment is years ago, and someone talked about Texas authors always writing about Texas. Well, I know Texas. I've lived a few other places, but I know Texas. And so the my 3 books, one is set in the Golden Triangle.
Okay.
And I spent probably 12 to 15 years living in the Golden Triangle.
Okay.
And then the other one is set like west of Dallas, and I grew up in Waco.
Okay.
So yes, they're very much Texas based. Will they always be? The other 2 books that I kind of have in the works, one of them for sure is set in Texas, and the other one probably will be too, because I'm going to be writing about a setting that I'm familiar with.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, thank you so much for answering Antoinette's question. Great question, Antoinette, as well. We definitely appreciate that as well. And then, can you share a little bit about Chandra's roommate, Michaela? What can you tell us about Michaela?
Well, Michaela, she really is a good friend, but Michaela's a person with an open heart. So she's friends with everybody. She doesn't get angry, and she doesn't always understand, like, when she says or does something, how that's going to affect another person. But
The
she
other
doesn't mean any
person.
harm.
I love that. I love that. Well, guys, get ready, because Cynthia is getting ready to share with us just a little snippet from Nana's Baby. And Cynthia, if you can, before you start reading, if you can just kind of set the stage, set the tone, just give us a little insight on what you're getting ready to read. And then we are ready when you are, my friend.
Okay. So this is the end of the first chapter, and
Okay.
it's really when Chandra's life is about to change. And so this is a bit of a scene with Chandra and her Nana in the hospital. And I may skip a little bit just for
Okay, no
clarity's
problem.
sake. Nana smiled with half of her face. You tell Lyric not to worry about me. You're going to have to be her mama now. You know that, don't you, honey? Nana, how am I supposed to take care of Lyric? What am I going to do about school? You're going to finish, that's what. Just like we planned. Chandra turned away, unable to hide her bitterness and uncertainty. How am I going to finish school and take care of Lyric? Chandra, you ain't the first or the last woman to make a baby. You'll make do. How, Nana? Somebody's got to tell me how, because I sure don't know. Chandra felt a slight pressure as Nana tried to squeeze her hand. I'm sorry, Nana. I should be comforting you, not the other way around. Hush, child. I don't need no comfort. Everybody dies, and this is my time. I've been faithful, and I know God's going to be good to me. Chandra glanced down and shook her head. Nana, I wish I had your faith. Nana chuckled. Keep living, girl. You'll get it. Nana took a deep breath, summoning the last of her strength. Now listen. I'm leaving the house to you and Lyric. Cheryl has her own house, and Sonny, well, he tore his drawers with me. There'll be a bit of insurance left after you bury me. You and Lyric can live on that. You got your scholarships and your work study, and you got God. You got to pray. You take that baby to church, read your Bible, and pray. God will get you through. Chandra looked up. Nana's eyes mirrored a sureness Chandra didn't feel. Nana, you make it sound so simple. It is simple, but it ain't easy. I'm tired now. I'm going to sleep and dream about Papa and the pearly gates. I'm going to dream myself right into heaven. Nana, Chandra could have been talking to a brick wall. When Nana said she was done, she was done. Nana closed her eyes and didn't say another word. Nana, Chandra shook her grandmother's shoulder, but she didn't respond. Oh, Nana. Chandra laid her head down, and the tears she didn't think she could cry flowed bittersweet and salty in Nana's cold hand.
Guys, there you have it. Cynthia just shared with us just a little snippet of Nana's Baby. We would definitely be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of Nana's Baby. And it is available in ebook and it's also available in print. Is that correct,
That is
Cynthia?
correct.
As well, and we will definitely be sharing you that. LaShawn says tear jerker, yes, and then like I said, there's that moment, or what have you. But guys, there are also a lot of other things. So I don't want you to think that it's like a sad story, but we had to have that moment. But that's a crucial piece to the story, and you guys will see that last communication that she had with her Nana, or what have you, that was now leaving her to like really grow up and be a mom to Lyric as well. So thank you so much, Cynthia, for sharing that as well with us. Now, Cynthia, my friend, we have to play a round of this or that, but I promise
Okay.
you there's no right or wrong answer because it is all things according to Cynthia Toliver. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. First up, Cynthia, are you a morning person or a night owl?
Both.
Okay, both.
I actually stay up late at night, but I still get up early in the morning.
Yes, I love it. Okay, next, beach or the mountains?
Beach.
Okay, small town or big city?
Small town. I live in Houston, but because we don't have zoning, every little area is like its own small town. So
Okay, okay. Next up, road trip or airplane? A road trip or airplane ride?
road trip.
Okay. Now I want to ask you this, Cynthia: is it glass half full or glass half empty, my friend?
The glass is half full,
Okay. And
and
Cynthia, this one is
there's
for the
always more
cafe.
to pull in.
Okay.
For
All right. This one is for the cafe. Are you team tea or are you team coffee?
I'm team tea.
Okay.
I
I
do
love that.
drink
I love
coffee
it. Look,
now
and
in the
I
morning,
think
but I've always
Chandra,
been a tea drinker.
yeah, look, I think Chandra and Nana would be team tea as well.
Yes.
Yes. And someone put in the comment section, they wanted to know what is the name of the book. The name of the book is Nana's Baby by Cynthia Toliver. Actually, on the cover, it says Cynthia D. Toliver, and it's Nana's Baby for the person who was asking for the title of the book that we're talking about. And this is a contemporary fiction by author Cynthia Toliver on today. Thank you so much for playing a round of this or that with us on today. It's always nice to play a fun round of this or that for us. And of course, Cynthia, I want to ask you this particular question. What did you enjoy, my friend, about writing Nana's Baby?
I enjoyed going back and reliving some of my college experiences
Okay.
and bringing that into the book.
Yeah.
And I always enjoy the family dynamic. And so I enjoy
Yeah.
writing about the family dynamic and how we
Yeah.
love each other, how we relate to each other, how we support each other.
Yeah. And even that, even kind of like the extended family dynamic from, from their church family, even to the lady that lives next to her sister Cheryl that keeps lyric and all that good stuff, while she's in school, all of those things that incorporate a family as well. And then as well as her relationship with her sister and her brother-in-law, all of that good stuff as well. So yeah, so thank you for the family dynamics in your story. And of
Yes, there
course,
was
yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but one of the things my beta reader asked, and it was about, the church, like, why is that in there? And I'm going, because that's part of life. That's part of
That's
community.
part of people's family, their church
Yes.
family. So yeah, totally, as well. And Ruby said family is always important. And again, that also brings the realness to your story, with the different types of relationships that you have in families and the hard conversations that you have to have. And one of the things, Cynthia, the different type of people that you have in your family. We all got one of them in our family.
Yes.
Like and y'all, when I say one of them, you got that person that's bad about it in your family that you may got to bail out, or you be like, don't call so and so, because you call so and so, you best believe, because there's a thing in here where they kept saying, Chandra, she was like, no, I don't really want to call so and so, because she already knew if they called that person that, okay, he would shut it down. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. So of course, I know they are ready. We do have a giveaway. We'll do the giveaway first, and then I'll let Cynthia share with us how you can get your hands on a copy of this as well. And Jennifer, she was also sharing that yes, the family in the church is important to her. And then Antoinette was saying the same thing, that church family is always just as important as well. So thank you, ladies, for sharing that too. So we have a giveaway, and guys, I know what the giveaway is. I'm really excited about this giveaway on today. I know that once Cynthia shares the giveaway with us, you guys are going to be excited as well. But Cynthia, my friend, can you share with us what the giveaway is going to be on today?
Okay, I'm giving away 3 copies of Nana's Baby, and you can choose whether or not you want to get the print book. It'll be a paperback or the ebook.
Guys, did you hear that at the cafe? Cynthia, let me tell you, she's giving away not 1, not 2, but 3 copies of Nana's Baby. And it will be the winner's choice. You can let us know if you want it in ebook or if you want it in print. Talk about that giveaway on today. And so, Cynthia, what we're going to do, my friend, is we're going to go up and down the comment section. And as we go up and down the comment section, my friend, you're going to tell me to stop, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You're going to tell me when to stop. And they are in the comment section. They are loving this giveaway
Okay,
as well.
Okay,
for the first, for the first copy of Nana's Baby. All right. Cynthia, I'm starting now. So whenever you tell me to stop, the person we land on will be our first winner.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. Jennifer Copeland, you are the first winner of a copy of Nana's Baby. If you will inbox us, and when you inbox us your information, please indicate if you want the ebook or the print copy. All right. I am ready again, Cynthia. Here we go for round 2.
Stop.
Okay. Ruby and Deborah Page, you are the second winner, my friend. If you will inbox us and also let us know, ebook or print. All right. Let's see. Let me clear everything out. All right. Let's do it one more time.
Stop.
Okay. Antoinette Gaze, you are the third winner, my friend. We have our 3 winners on today. If you guys will inbox us and be sure to indicate if you want ebook or the print copy. And then if you want the ebook, of course, include your email address. If you want the print, give us your best address to mail out your copy to you guys as well. Congratulations to all of the winners on today of your copy of Nana's Baby. Of course, once you guys read it, definitely leave a review. I know that Cynthia will be appreciative of that. Not only that, if you order your copy today and once you get it and you read it, I definitely leave a review. I know that Cynthia will be so appreciative of that as well. Now, Cynthia, for the moment that they have been waiting for, or one of the moments that they have been waiting for, please share with them how can they get their hands on a copy of Nana's Baby.
Okay. You can order Nana's Baby online. Booklocker.com is my publisher. It's also on Amazon. So Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any online retailer for books, you should be able to find Nana's Baby in print and ebook. I also have links
love that, guys.
to all of
There
my books
you
on my
have
website.
it. I love it. So there you have it. Of course, you can go to Amazon. You can go to any of your online retailers. You can go to her website. All of these places, you can get a copy of Nana's Baby. And also on her website, you can see her backlist of books as well that she has. So feel free to go to her backlist and get you a copy of any of the books of her backlist in addition to Nana's Baby. I want to share with you what Helen says. She says, thanks for sharing with us tonight, Cynthia. Looking forward to reading this story. Good night, all. Thank you, Helen, for joining us. We appreciate that as well. And of course, Cynthia, please share with us, my friend, how can we stay connected with you?
The best way to stay connected with me, you can go to my website, www.cynthiatoliver.net. It's HTTPS in the beginning. You can also follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Amazon. You can follow me on Goodreads.
There you have it, guys. And make sure that you are following her. You can follow her on social media. You can follow her as well on her website, all of that good stuff as well. And like she said, her website is www.cynthiatoliver.net. And we will be sure to put that in the comment section as well, so you can see how to stay connected with her. Well, Cynthia, the time, my friend, goes by as so fast. Oh my goodness, it has been amazing hanging out with you on today. And if you can, my friend, we want to allow you the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Well, I really just want to say thank you for everyone who came online and anybody who watches afterwards. I really appreciate your support. I do would like you to review the book and leave me some reviews on Amazon. It not only helps sell, but it gives me feedback and lets me know, hopefully what I'm doing right. And it's just been a pleasure.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. And they're giving you love. Ruby, Deborah Page is saying that she enjoyed it. They're telling you, thank you for being on the show on today. You have Antoinette that said, nice chat, and she's adding a new author to her list. I love that. I love that. I love that. Well, Cynthia, it has been amazing hanging out with you on today. Guys, again, the book is Nana's Baby. We've shared with you how you can get your hands on a copy. We'll make sure we put it in the link in the comment section of how you can get a hands a copy of Nana's Baby as well. Of course, you can follow me and stay tuned to the Literary Cafe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Angela Anderson YouTube. Follow me on social media, Angela Anderson Presents, whether on Facebook, whether on Instagram. You can even follow me on TikTok. I'm over there as well. And as we always say, guys, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Get a copy of Nana's Baby. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.